we have called this press conference to give some direction on the ongoing drought situation in the country. We have listened patiently to comments by senior government officials in on this grave matter, and we do not see the kind of seriousness we expect to see from their statement, which have been contradictory, misleading, and outrightly lying to the public on the magnitude of the drought. The dismissive and defensive tone adopted by senior national government officials has also been taken by some of the governors of the affected regions. It is deny, deny, and deny. For example, is the drought severe or is it not? Have people succumbed to hunger and starvation or not? Are there deaths or not? If government officials are not being forthright with the truth, if all they are doing is to try and hide the situation from the public, in the misguided belief that doing so will deflect the pressure Kenyans are piling on the government to act on the issue, the consequences of that is fellow Kenyans in the affected regions are now faced with the real danger of dying of hunger and starvation as government officials fiddle with the numbers, hide the truth, and continue with business as usual. To us, this is unacceptable. We want to see a clear plan on the mitigation measures the government is putting in place. We want to see proper coordination and cooperation on this matter. This is not the time to chest stamp and claim victory by repeating the same lies on food production over and over and expecting that starving people clap and congratulate the government for a job well done. We are particularly appalled by the recent denials and attempts by the Deputy President to continue lying to Kenyans that everything is fine and there is no cause for alarm. We are not buying this by saying that the news that people have not died is fake news, by saying that the news that people have died is fake news, yet government officials on the ground, not in Nairobi or high up on choppers, are confirming that the same as true, is very careless, irresponsible, insensitive. The Deputy President must stop now and take a break. If death of Kenyans in the drought areas is fake news, and your government officials are telling you that people have died, and you still believe that that is fake news, then you must be a fake Deputy President. By saying that food situation this year is better than last year, yet people are starving, what do you take Kenyans for? By saying that the government preparedness this year is better than last year, why then are Kenyans being asked online and in other forums to fundraise and alleviate the hunger situation? By saying that government produced 46 million tons of maize, that is in the record in many years, that is a record in many years, where is the maize? If you are saying food prices are stable, but in the nearly 12 counties, people can neither find nor afford this food, what logic are you using? We have heard of junior government officials, chiefs and assistant chiefs, being punished for revealing the true situation on the ground. This is very unfortunate. We want to urge the people involved to stop this intimidation and targeted harassment and focus on alleviating the suffering of the people in those regions. For the last 2 years alone, financial year 2017-18 and 18-19, the executive has allocated and this parliament has approved nearly 300 billion to go to these regions. Improving water and irrigation alone has received nearly Kenya shillings 100 billion. What do we have on the ground to show for this money? Where are the dams and the irrigation schemes that this money was allocated to? We cannot keep on talking about food donations without properly using the funds allocated to improve the livelihoods of our people. As it stands now, everyone is rushing to donate without asking what has happened to the money that they have raised as taxpayers to go to these regions. Who have been the beneficiaries of these billions? Kenyans must begin to ask these hard questions. Some of the reactions currently happening are the rush to buy foodstuffs. These foodstuffs are being given to people as kind donations. by caring leaders. One governor was reported to have bought 700 bags of maize. That is just Kenyan shillings 1.6 million. Another governor said his county has bought 36,000 bags of maize. That's just Kenyan shillings 80 million. For a county that has received over Kenyan shillings 10 billion annually since devolution began. What is their plan for feeding their people? It cannot be that 6 years after devolution, with all the billions allocated to counties, the response to that hunger and starvation is still the same as if there has been no devolution at all. Thank you very much.